Hello Pisces, hello Cancer, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you already. I'm so grateful that you're here. If you are a Cancer or Pisces or cross-watching for them, there's been a bunch of people who have showed up this month. So if you're one of those people and you're new, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I just want to connect to your energy. I don't care if you tell me anything in your comment, give me an emoji. I just want to know that you're there. Please exchange some energy with me. All right, so we're going to go ahead and read for the week ahead. And before we go, I'll just let you know that there is a sale going on right now over at Wizio for all of my readings, 10% off. Please take the code with you that is in the description. All right, I'm going to read for Cancer first, Pisces, if you just wouldn't mind swimming along. Just keep swimming. I'll be there in a second. I know, it's a little cheese ball. Anyways, see you in a minute, and let's get to you, Cancer. Let's figure out what's going on. Oh, right. I was just trying to figure out what we were using for cards this week. Try and use the same sort of cards on each reading. So, Cancer, I hope you're well. Thank you again for clicking here. And if you are new, and even if you're not, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I just want to connect to you. That's what this whole energy gig is about. You got to connect to people's energy. That's what it's all about. All right. One, there we go. So this deck is called the Divine Goddess Oracle. We're going to start with that. All right, fine, go. This deck has never been harder to shuffle. I don't know what's going on. All right, here we go, Cancer. You're pushy already. Bossy. Strength, it says determination, perseverance, and self-discovery. I think you have been on a little journey of your own, is what I want to say. That I think that you are realizing who the heck you are, because you're strong, Cancer. You can get through all of it, any of it, and that's why you are who you are. The strength here says determination, perseverance, and self-discovery, which tells me that whatever was going on in the past was a really hard cycle for you, because I think you've come to this place knowing that with brute strength, it feels like with courage, for the person that you are, Cancer is very courageous, as I've come to know as I get more Cancer friends, and the perseverance, yeah, the ability to endure, yeah. So self-discovery. So I feel like you're discovering that when you do put in the work, that the action, it helps you put in your goals. And I'm not saying that like terribly condescending. Like, I know that you need to put the work in order to get what you want, but I feel like you haven't been able to do that until now, is what I want to say. I feel like back here, whatever was going on back there, I feel like you were dealing with something kind of heavy in your energy. And I feel like it's just probably quite recently, within the last 2 or 3 weeks, that you've actually felt like you want to get up and achieve some of the goals that you've set in your head, because you're one that will live in your head. So you're building a path to success. So I feel like you find the courage to persevere through whatever you've come through, and I feel like you've decided to set some goals. First thing out the gate here. So you've learned some wisdom. See, whatever you went through taught you some things. It says knowledge gained through experiences or from a wise counselor. And I would say it's probably both. You're probably your own wise counselor. Yeah. So knowledge gained through experiences. So you might be someone who is older, or you have a lot of wisdom for your age. You've been through a lot of things. And I think that it's just starting to become a little easier. Celebration is here. Look, you needed the lesson, the wisdom. Whatever went on back there, it was for the purpose of wisdom. And you're like, I know, Elsie, I'm smart enough. I know it feels like you've been kind of struggling with the self, struggling. Yeah, just struggling. That's what it feels like. You've been in some sort of a struggle. But I feel like if you don't find the lesson, it's only suffering, my friend. So I feel that the universe is like, yeah, wisdom. You gained some knowledge from something that went on back there. And now it's time to relax. It's time to celebrate. The you're finally at the end of the tunnel and it wasn't a train for a change. But I think that you've been going through a lot of things in the recent past that have been tough for you. Have fun and express yourself in new ways. I think you need to do things you haven't done yet. And try some new things. Whether you think you're going to look stupid or not, go roller skating for the first time. Or decide to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. I don't know what it is you want to do, but it feels like you need to get some new creative outlets. So I don't know if that's artistry for you. Maybe you build things or paint things or make music, or maybe the creativity in you comes with, interacting with other people, maybe children or older people. Yeah. All right. Tell me about Cancer. Cancer, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like putting in the work. It feels like you've looked over your pentacle situation and you've set yourself a goal financially, I think. And I think it's something that you want to do on your own. I don't think that you're looking at for people buying in. You're not looking at getting other people in on the job. I think that it's a personal goal that you've set for yourself financially, and I think that you just want to reach that goal. And you're figuring out, being very much about the details and going over the numbers, how long is it going to take me to get to my goal? Because it's you're the business mind. You have really, really good business intuition, Cancer, no matter where it shows up, sun, moon, or rising. We've got 6 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Wands. I think you've been thinking about a situation that you've been thinking it over a lot. Yeah. The indecision is here. That's what I'm getting from the 5 of Wands. I'm getting indecision. I'm kind of scattered with my thoughts. There's 3 people here. There's 3 wands and 2. It's like I want to make a decision, but I can't, and I'm beating myself up over it. Should I wait for it, or should I go out and get it? The 3 of Wands, should I wait for my ships to come in? 2 of Wands, or should I just go get it? Six of Pentacles. I think you're feeling, you're feeling it. It's you're not at ease. That's what the 5 of Wands is giving me. You're not quite at ease, and it's because of the 6 of Pentacles. It's about some sort of a reciprocal thing here. All right. Let's do it. We've got the 8 of Cups. We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Eeks. And then we've got, that was the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Knight of Pentacles shows up. I just named the Knight of Pentacles. That's kind of cool. All right. So I feel like you're in an energy of I don't need anyone else. I don't need anybody. I have the courage up to here to do what I want. I have the determination and the perseverance to wait patiently for whatever it is, whatever the thing I want is. And I think that you've set some sort of financial goal for yourself. But I think that it comes at a cost. It comes at the cost of emotionally detaching from everything and everyone. I think that's why I think that the 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups is giving me an energy of I don't need anybody. And I think that you are moving forward and that you are going to find what you need in terms of the 2 of Cups, but I don't think you're focused on it. I think that you're focused on an individual energy that is detached. You're not working on the 8 of Cups right now. It's not like you're not letting it in to sit on the sofa. Just go sit over there. I'll deal with you in a minute. You're letting it in to sit on the sofa, but you're just not looking at it. You're not dealing with it right now. There is something that's going on in your pentacle life. So in your life, the 3D life, and the Page of Pentacles tells me that either you haven't heard something from someone or a situation or maybe a business deal. You haven't heard anything from them yet. You're wondering if they're still working on it or if they still want to work on it. Do we still have a deal? Do we still have any balance? Depending on how you're looking at this, we're looking at pentacle energy, so we could be talking definitely about finances for you. The Six of Pentacles is, that you're getting good return on your investment, and the Page of Pentacles tells me either it's something that is super easy for you to do, like it's super easy money, something you don't have to put a lot of work into. But I think that what keeps your attention or what keeps drawing you away from whatever you're doing for business is this Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. You're in indecision about something that's been taking years or a very long time. Something's moving very slowly. And as a consequence of that, you're kind of stuck here in this energy of, do I wait for my ships to come in or do I go out and get it? I think you want a celebration. I think that's why this card is here. Good times come from hard work, time spent in good company. So you could be definitely thinking about possibly trying to come to a decision about whether you should wait for someone to contact you or whether you should wait to contact the other person, because the Two of Wands is here for the adventure, but the Knight of Pentacles is here, so it tells me it's like silent, it stopped moving. Things aren't really moving forward here. You're going to have to come up with a creative way. If this is a person, you're going to have to come up with a creative way to contact this person. Why is that? Awakening and manifestation. This person might be really very much turned inward to the self, and they don't have their eye on you, Cancer. Got release. So somebody here is trying to release you, I think. What does that release card say? Hang on a second. Let's go some detail here. Release says, releasing grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities. So somebody's trying to release something through awakening and manifestation. I don't know if somebody's trying to release you or the situation. We've got the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Divine wisdom. Oh, you're giving this person space. Cancer, I think that you're giving someone space here, and you're wondering if they'd still be willing to work on some sort of a reciprocal kind of energy with you. The divine wisdom showing up with the Four of Swords tells me that you intuitively know that right now is a time of silence and healing. And so you are not communicating with someone. This person, I think if it's about a person, I think that you're wondering if someone is still willing to be reciprocal with you here. Two of Pentacles. Either you're really busy or they are. Three of Wands. Waiting for the ships to come in. I saw those three wands here. Waiting for the ships to come in on some sort of a... You're waiting for balance. You're waiting for some sort of divine notice or some sort of synchronicity or a sign. It's like you're so highly intuitive or psychic, you'll know. You'll just know when you know. And the Three of Wands tells me that you're waiting for something to come to you. And if that thing came to you, it would put you in ultimate balance, but it would make you very busy. Your divine wisdom is telling you to stay quiet for now. Could be someone who's very attractive or someone you're very attracted to. The King of Wands is here and the Magician. You see, this person is very special, for sure. Someone who really gets what they want, or they're a go-getter. Someone who takes a lot of action. Why do we have so much pentacle energy for you here is what I would like to know. All right. Tell you, I'm just not on the shuffling today. My hands are not working. All right, here we go. Tell me about Cancer. We're looking at the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, please. Yeah, I feel like you're really keeping to yourself, by yourself, working a lot. Six of Wands. Yeah, you've just come through something super tough. It's been a super tough cycle for you here, but I think things are about to get better. The Six of Wands tells me that there is victory after the fight. So things are going to start getting a little easier here. You've been through a pretty hard time. The Wands tell me that that it was like war. I think that's why you pulled away from everyone. I think that's what you do. When things are going really tough for you, you go inward with you and you pull away from everyone else. I think that's what you did here. But I think it made you a lot of money, is what I want to say, Cancer. You and the money. And I think it made you a lot of money because you kind of pulled your energy inward and you didn't really give anyone your energy. So I think that there is a disappointing situation that has happened for you that I think is about to either bother you a little more until you get resolution from it, or until you do something, take some action, or start to work on it. The Three of Swords tells me that there's been some disappointment or heartbreak here, and I feel that's why you're putting in the work. I feel like you're taking a lot of action in your Pentacle life because I feel like you're trying to keep this out of your mind, this disappointing situation. There is somebody that was giving you reciprocity, and I feel like this person stopped working on it. The Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. We stop sending messages. We don't send the messenger out, or we're waiting to send messages. I think that we just decide not to. It's like we stop talking. Something ends because somebody's not putting energy into it. So either you stopped putting energy into the situation or they did. Either way, it ends up in disappointment or heartbreak. And I don't think you can stop thinking about it. You can't stop thinking about the reciprocity that you had when it was a good time until it ended or stopped. Not willing to invest here. You weren't really willing to invest there. Everything went silent. It went quiet because you were in indecision. You didn't know what you wanted to do moving forward. I think that you, in your head, Cancer, had a plan that you were going to just really work hard at work. I think that maybe you worked so hard that maybe it pulled you emotionally away from someone who had been previously giving you reciprocity. And I feel like the Seven of Swords tells me that either this person stops trusting you or you stop trusting them. I don't know how it's going, whether it's you or them that decided not to work on the connection anymore. But somebody decided not to invest here anymore, and then everything went quiet. It's like someone said, I'm not down for this anymore. And so it's been a while, and you have been beating yourself up about it. I think that you've been visiting it over and over. The Seven of Swords is here. I see it sort of as a place of purgatory or the dead zone. You're not really telling anybody what's going on, and you kind of just have to sit there with it yourself, go over the details. Because the Knight of Pentacles is here, so you're going over the details in your mind over and over and over again. It feels like you're in indecision about what to do next, but I feel like you want to have maybe some sort of a get-together or invite somebody to a celebration or something like that, because you want to have a new beginning with this person. I'm going to say that I feel like you've had a really hard time in the past. And as you were dealing with that, I feel like you just pulled yourself away from everyone, and that's what broke this, I think. What's the challenge for the week ahead, please, for Cancer? Okay, we've got two. The challenge for the week ahead is this, my friend. You got to take charge on the silence. If this is what you want, if you want to reconnect with, maybe it's a person, but it could be people, because we have 8 cups, right? So it could be a lot of people. Maybe you just pulled away from everyone equally. But I want to say that if you want to stop the silence and you do want to start a new chapter, if you want to get out of this indecision and you want things to move forward quicker than they are, then all you have to do is this. You just need to take charge of the disconnection, of the silence, of being on the outside looking in. You're the emperor, my friend. And I know that because you've been working really hard. I really feel like you are the emperor, that you are the master of your own domain, and you make the decisions. You have a business. You do what you want to do. But I feel like if you want to have this new beginning with whoever we're talking about here, I think your challenge is taking charge of the silence. Yeah. Just going back here for a second. Right, divine wisdom. Right now you're giving this person time and space. Divine wisdom. You're holding space for someone while you're working. The Three of Wands is there. You thought that they would have come back to you by now or contacted you by now, but they're not. So I feel like that's why the Emperor's coming up. I think you are the one that has to take charge. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be dealing with Virgo. Yeah, we've got all the pentacles here for sure. We've got Aries. We've got Aries in the Emperor. The Emperor is all the kings. All right. I think I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching, Cancer. If you're interested in seeing more of these readings, please give a thumbs up. Please let me know that you are happy here and that you enjoy the programming here. And I'd love to see you in the comments. Thank you so much for interacting with me. I'm going to go for now. Thank you. Bye-bye. And hello, Pisces. Thanks for waiting here for me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for clicking here. Absolutely. Love to see you in the comments if you have a moment. All right, so we're going to start out with the Divine Goddess Oracle deck. We're going to take a few of these, find out what the energies are, and then we're going to hit it up with some tarot, Pisces. I am your Pisces sister. It is two fishes in my moon sign, Pisces moon. All right, here we go. Let's find out what's coming up for Pisces, please, in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces, please. All right. Rest. It says, listen to your body, mentally and physically unwind. So it's time to give yourself a break or take care of yourself. Why is that? Why do we have rest? Because there is a soulmate on the way, Pisces. The divine is providing you with love when you are ready. It feels like I'm going to say it just, it feels intuitively like a work-life balance to me, that you need to rest more than you're working, or at least equal to that. You know, like instead of doing 12 hours a day, maybe you do 8 hours a day if your job allows it, right? But if it doesn't, that might be a reason why the rest card shows up here. I think that you're supposed to rest and go within and be mentally well and physically well, because there is a soulmate coming. We have dedication, staying dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. You know what it's telling me is that you need to get this down, because there is a soulmate coming that's about to disrupt your life just a little bit, Pisces. And I feel like it says stay dedicated to your goals, your efforts that reap success. So I think there's almost a challenge here. It's like, yes, I'm sending you the love I told you I would send, the deep soul connection. Now there's the test. You going to let this person pull you directly off your path? How are you going to deal with that? Are you going to be dedicated to your own goals? Are you going to stay dedicated to yourself? Very interesting. Evaluation. And I think that's what you're thinking about. Can I stay grounded, or can I stay in the flow when this soulmate is around? It says, feed out what doesn't serve you, reevaluate the situation. So I feel like your dedication to whatever your goals are is paramount. You must come first in all things, regardless of whether this person is coming into your life or not. And it will be really, really very easy to be pulled directly off your own path in favor of the soulmate. Don't do it. I think you're supposed to stay dedicated to your own goals. That means keep your self-care on point. Make sure you have time alone. Make sure you're not overworking because this person says, hey, let's go away for the weekend, and now you got to stuff a bunch of work into a few days or something. So don't get pulled off your path. We have sacrifice, giving up something now for a future reward. Feeding out what doesn't serve you. Reevaluate the situation. Maybe it's time to make a sacrifice on some things. If you need rest at the very beginning of this reading, it might be because you're overworking yourself. And if you are overworking yourself now, how are you going to make time for a soulmate, right? All right, let's find out what's going on with the tarot here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces, please. Pisces. Tell me about Pisces, please. All right, so we have the High Priestess. We've got Two of Cups. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This rest, Pisces, that you're about to take is not only rest for your physical body, but it's for your intuition. It's like away from people. It's by yourself. Go within, practice your meditation, whatever you do for self-care or care of self and love of self, do those things. It's time for those things. These things are all making you more flexible for this soulmate. I think that there's some big love coming, and I think that you already feel it. But I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, I thought that was the Seven of Wands. It is still Seven of Pentacles can be like, I'm ready to go now. It's the flexibility of being able to go, right? The Seven of Pentacles is I don't want to wait anymore. I don't want to wait anymore in the silence. Yeah, I feel like you've been growing in the silence, though, is what I want to say. This soulmate is a big love soulmate. Yeah, someone who's bringing the Two of Cups, and they're very dedicated to this. This person could be in the middle of working on themselves, Pisces. That they've been doing a lot of inner work, I feel, trying to get balance within the self, trying to remain tethered to the earth. Like, I think they're trying to be very grounded and logical, and I feel like this person is working on themselves. They also could be someone who's between jobs. They might not be employed right now. It feels as though they're evaluating their pentacle situation. So evaluation of the material things, the material goods. Feed out what doesn't serve you and reevaluate the situation. I think you might be going over, like, making an evaluation here about your finances. I feel like your gut is already telling you that it's time to go, because I feel like it's so close to being here. This Two of Cups, this soulmate who's going to be very dedicated to you. It's going to make you reevaluate your pentacle world, or maybe you're doing that in the very near future. Maybe intuitively. It could be the High Priestess as well. We have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I really feel as though there is a soulmate coming, and I want to say that in the week ahead is where it shows itself. The Ten of Cups is here with the Two of Cups, and it's blowing my mind for you, Pisces, because the soulmate is dedicated to the happiness that they can build once they bring the Two Cups with them. It's like they already have seen it. It's already foretold. This person already sees that this is going to work out to be the Ten of Cups. I want to say that I think that you are probably looking at things around you, and I don't even think your bank accounts, but where you live, and maybe you want to paint a room, or I feel like you're going to be taking action on something that's quite creative, is what I want to say. And it feels like it's after an evaluation of how much money do I have to do it, or this is about the reevaluation of all of your pentacle stuff. Taking action on the pentacles, or the things that are in the 3D, really evaluating what it is that you need and what it is you can sacrifice or give up for now. This could also indicate financial issues as well. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, though, is not usually doing anything for anyone else. She's keeping the resources for herself. So maybe you've just been too generous in the past. It could be. And now it's time to reevaluate all that and actually take action on the organization and logic that you've put this into. We have the Star on the bottom of the deck, Aquarius energy. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Piscean energy here. Your person, your soulmate, could be a Pisces. They don't have to be. But I feel as though you feel them, that you are connected to them energetically. And you know that it's so close, like it's right around the corner. Somebody doesn't want to wait in the silence anymore. I believe that your next week is going to blow your mind. For anyone who's on this timeline, it's going to blow your damn mind. Because I think you're minding your business, reevaluating the self. I think this is all making you grow. It's all growing you into the different queens, right? I feel like this is the one you're working on right now. Your Pentacle self. And it's like the Queen of Wands is here to help you take action. I really feel like this is all connected. It feels like you need to get your Pentacle self in order. The Queen of Wands is here. It feels like to help take action. And I feel like it's very connected to this stuff that's going off probably in the midweek. Why does Pisces have to rest? Why are you supposed to be resting right now? Because you've been working a lot. Eight of Pentacles, that's what I had suspected, that you're doing a lot of reevaluation, or maybe you're working too much. The Eight of Pentacles is telling me that you're putting the hard work in on your mental, physical, and pentacle world, I feel. We've got the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're going to be interrupted by some type of message. While you are resting, going inward, being by yourself, being silent, I feel like a message comes and sort of interrupts your Zen. Right? Because we're talking about that, right? Will you be pulled off the path? That's what it is, right? Stay dedicated to your goals. I feel like there's a message coming in that is going to bust into your workday. Possibly you receive this message while you're at work, and it's going to make you crazy because I don't think you can pick it up right away. I feel like the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords is saying that I think you're having a chance to think about why you're working so hard, and that you're really kind of bored with it. I think you've been working really hard. I think you're getting clarity on that while you're resting, to be honest. I don't think you like to rest because it feels like boredom to you, the Four of Cups. You don't like the rest, having to, maybe spend a few extra hours in bed or in the bathtub by yourself, or it feels like you're not a person who really sits down a lot. But I want to say that it feels like it's sort of imperative that you get enough rest because you've been working a lot. I feel like there is, and it feels like this is about to go down, and so it starts with maybe a message that comes in while you're resting, I think. There we go, the Queen of Swords. Somebody wants some honesty and truth. Either they're going to provide it to you or they're going to get it from you. I feel like somebody is no longer wanting to wait to speak with you. You could be the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a divorcee, someone who is highly intelligent and very eloquent, knows how to speak her words in a way that is effective and logical and factual, but not hurtful. You understand, we're not working with cups, right? So I feel like you already know this person, or you knew that they were coming. They could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. They don't have to be. They could be just the energy of the Queen of Swords, that somebody somebody is looking to liberate themselves from a situation that they've not been speaking about. And they're tired of waiting. They don't want to wait anymore. And so I feel like they just make a decision to come forward, and they bust right into this time that you're spending with yourself. The Eight of Wands, King of Swords. The Eight of Wands is the communication. The King of Swords is the mate to the Queen of Swords. So I feel like you're getting some communication in the week ahead, Pisces, that there is going to be some quick communication that comes in. And I feel like it's going to, this person speaks your language, is what I want to say. I feel like you speak their language, they speak yours. You two speak to each other in swords. It's very professional and logical and factual. And I feel like this communication, if you are the queen, I feel like you're sending the communication. If you are the king, you might be receiving it. Unless you are the empress. If you are the empress does not chase. So therefore you'd be waiting for the other person. Why are we so worried about staying dedicated to the goals? Because it's happened before. Somebody came in who was a soulmate and they pulled you right off your path. You need to be courageous with this soulmate. I feel like you already know that this person's coming forward. It's just a matter of time. I think you're preparing, either preparing by going in and working on the self, or maybe it's a financial thing that you're dealing in. I don't think that you have your eye on whoever is coming forward. I feel like it's the King of Swords. And I feel like the King of Swords is someone who is coming in for the best good for everyone involved. It feels like this person is highly attracted to you. This is someone who sees you as a go-getter, as someone who is hard but soft, someone who is very feminine but very courageous. And this person just wants to be honest with you. It could be that the King of Swords has also been working on themselves, right? I also think that with the Nine of Cups here, it feels like this King of Swords is here to take action on the Nine of Cups. Yeah, very attracted. I think that this person likes the fire in you, likes the fiery way you speak. Like you're eloquent, you know what to say, you have the good words, people don't get offended, but you're very fiery and assertive, you're very out there, and this person loves that you take charge. So I think this has happened before. I don't know if it's happened with this person. I don't think it's happened with this person. That's not what it feels like. But I think what's happened before is that you had a soulmate in your life and you allowed them to pull you right off track. And I think that the Strength card is here with the Lovers to tell you got to be stronger than that. You can't let people pull you right off track. Because if you're an overgiver, like the Queen of Pentacles, maybe that's why the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, because you can't be the overgiver anymore. You can't do that because it takes too much out of you, I feel. It pulls you off your own path, which is like maybe you have a business, or maybe you volunteer regularly, or something that you love to do. And this there has been people in the past that have pulled you right off the path. What is the in the week ahead? What is the challenge, please, for Pisces? The challenge is looking at it from another point of view. I feel like you're kind of anticipating this person coming in and making communication with you. I feel like you already feel them coming. You know that they're coming for all the beans in the jar. I think that this person comes in with the Two of Cups, telling you that they have feelings about you and that they are very dedicated to those feelings. And I think it does, they paint the picture of the Ten of Cups for you, the apex of happiness and family and, being very happy. I feel like there's communication that goes back and forth a lot. And so I feel like with this conversation that's going back and forth between the king and the queen, I think you begin to understand their side and they begin to see your side. Tell me about this communication. What's the communication about, please? I think it's about love, but we'll see. So it's 2 of Cups, right? It's about the 2 of Cups. Yeah, there it is. The Ace of Cups. This person is coming in for all the goods. They're not playing. Yeah, they're coming in for justice with the Empress. There you go. This person's been holding this cup for a long time. They're coming in for justice with the Empress. There's no other way to read that. They're coming in for karmic balance. They're coming in for, they see you're worthy, or they see your worth. They also see that you're very balanced, because that's, that's Taurus grounded, that's Libra balance, right? So could be dealing with Libra or Taurus energy here. I think there was a broken heart at some point here. I feel like that 2 people stopped speaking to each other, or we just got out of touch, because it does not feel like there has been any past romantic history here. Doesn't feel like that. It feels like we got out of touch and now we're getting back in touch. But I feel as though the king has probably been hiding the feelings from the queen. There's a broken heart between these 2. They're possibly speaking logically to each other, but they're not using any cups. We're really hard pressed for cups here, right? We've got the 4 of Cups, which indicates boredom. Well, we have the 9 of Cups here. And I think that the King of Swords is going to take action, and it will end up with the wish fulfillment here. But I feel like there's, don't sacrifice yourself. I feel like you really need to accept the fact that even though if you decide to enter into some sort of relationship with this person, that you still require your peace. You still require making sure that you're not sacrificing or overgiving all the time. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for coming here, for watching. I do appreciate you. And I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.